It's an immaculate conception, accurate connection, definite selection.
Woo! It's your boy Crypto Blood, YouTube family. Welcome to another episode of My Two Satoshis. It is March 22nd, 2018, and we are rocking out to some chaotics. Mind over matter. This joint is hot, man. Ben Gut Johnson. I hope I'm saying that right. Love the song, man. Appreciate the track. And we are rocking out to this chaotics. I like it a lot. So today, people, we are almost to Friday. We had a nice rally this week so far. But like all rallies, you have to take a break and collect yourselves. Nothing goes up in a straight line, right? So we're going to take a look at the markets today. We're down, sea of red today. But let's take a look at that really quickly. So market cap is currently at $332 billion. Bitcoin's dominance is at 44.1%. And look at this. Sea of red, people. Sell-off is in progress. Indeed. So let's take a look at this chart really quickly. So currently, could make it above 9,200. As you can see, I'm going to zoom in for you. So 9,200, we failed there. That one wick right there just barely touched it. And so now we find ourselves in between. Basically, you know, I've got a dotted line there, but it varies. It's going to range anywhere between 80, I would say 84, 8,300, and where we are, we gotta stick in this area. If we can hold 8,300, I'll just safely say 8,300. We hold 8,300, we'll be good. We'll be good. So currently, the low so far in this trading session is roughly 8,500. We're currently at 8,640. So hopefully we can hold this. But ultimately, even if we don't hold this, the main resistance here is this trend line at 7,700, which I'm hoping we don't go back down to. I do now have my algorithm set up. I'm still tweaking it and getting the code right and back testing it and stuff, but I'll have to look from at least from last night when I was working on the algorithm. We were in a bullish signal. The algorithm was giving a bullish signal for Bitcoin, which started a few days ago, or a day and a half ago, I believe. I'll have to double check, but it is showing a bullish tone, so we'll keep an eye on it, and hopefully I'm looking to have my algo ready in the next 2 to 3 months. You gotta test it, man. You gotta back test it as much as you can just to get a feel for the different environments that the algo will run in. There's no need to rush things. So I'll let you guys know when that signal is ready, and you guys can sign up for that. But until then, just eyeballing it. We're still looking good. We're back above that dotted line area. That's my current resistance area, or support, I should say. And we could not get above that resistance area of 9,200. So let's just kind of watch that and see what happens here. All right. So this article is out of Bitcoin.com, and it is pertaining to privacy. We just talked about this yesterday in a video where I discussed, you know, the whole thing about Bitcoin, NSA having programs being able to track us and start to tie and put these dots together, connect the dots about who owns what on the blockchain. Because currently, you know, it is anonymous, the blockchain, Bitcoin blockchain. However, it can be, you can be assigned or associated to certain addresses if you do the wrong thing. So it's not private, it's just anonymous. So, that is an issue in my opinion. I told you guys, I gave you a list of crypto anonymous coins that I like. I like the teams. And a few people told me about a couple more as well, Verge being one. There was another one. It was like 2 or 3 more anon coins that the viewers told me about. But I just want to show you guys and give you guys a heads up on what's going on with Telegram. Many of us use Telegram on a daily basis. Telegram has an excellent encryption algo. You can do secret chats. You can also even do all of their phone calls that you make on Telegram are encrypted. You just have to match. I don't know if you've ever done a phone call on Telegram, but in the right hand corner there are 4 emojis. If those 4 emojis match the recipient on the other line, then you have an fully encrypted conversation. But again, the governments don't like this. They don't like privacy, right? Because too much privacy, the terrorists will blow up everything, right? So it says here, court orders Telegram to hand Russia its encryption keys. Telegram has lost a court battle against handling its encryption keys to Russia security services. The messaging platform, which forms a pivotal network for the cryptocurrency community, has said it will appeal to the Supreme Court in a bid to prevent Russia obtaining the private data of millions of users. So it says here, Telegram battles for user privacy. Supreme Court judge out of Russia today rejected an appeal filed by Telegram, objecting to Russia's Federal Security Services obtaining the encryption keys to its platform. As a result, Telegram will be legally obligated to grant security forces access to the private messages and other data of its users, unless it can convince an appellate court to reverse the decision. Shortly after the ruling was made public, Telegram CEO had this to say: threats to block Telegram unless it gives up private data of its users won't bear fruit. Telegram will stand for freedom and privacy. I like that. So the company finds itself in a difficult position with the pre-sale for its own cryptocurrency underway. Telegram is seen as a flag bearer for a movement that prides itself on respecting user privacy, deploying encryption, and thwarting attempts at government interference. But as a Russian enterprise, Telegram is bound by draconian laws that give the country's security forces extensive surveillance powers. So it says, article goes on to talk about Putin wanting a backdoor because of terrorism. Of course, in 2016, the president declared or decreed that messaging services should provide a means of decryption for the benefit of its security services. Monitoring terrorists was the excuse cited. Russia is known for its human rights abuses and covert surveillance of journalists and dissidents. However, it is hard to imagine that access to Telegram's vast trove of users' data would be used responsibly to identify terrorists only. Absolutely it wouldn't. So it goes on to say Western governments, including the UK and US, have found themselves engaged in an encryption war with tech companies who insist that it is impossible to implement backdoors without weakening protocols, create an entry point for state security. They insist, and it will be exploited by hackers and state-sponsored attacks. I agree. And I don't know if you guys remember, was it Apple that had to hand over their encryption to the hardware, the chipset on their phones? They end up losing that case. And so, apples can be hacked as well. And again, they use that under the guise of terrorism or protecting us from those terroristic individuals. But I don't agree with it, people. I do not agree with it. I would love to know what you guys have to say about this. I'll leave the link to this article in the description of this video, or I'll pin it so you guys can read the rest of it. I read about 80% of it, but I'll leave that for your reference as well. So let me know what you guys think about this. I personally think I thought that the actual CEO moved to an island somewhere, but maybe I'm wrong. I'm not sure. I'm not sure why they just don't move all their headquarters out of Russia in the first place. But let me know your thoughts. Are they going to succeed, and how do you think this will impact their ICO? It's going to be interesting, people. All right, it's your boy Crypto Blood. I'm out. I like this chaotics. This is hot. Yeah.
Yo, these homo MC speed is slow mo. Yanking lick shots and still be